Today might be one of the biggest days for Shiba Inu. The US government announced something massive. Next week, Shiba Inu might go on a big breakthrough, and it will push the price to skyrocket. People are excited. Even Satoshi Kusama is joining the hype. What is happening? And what on earth am I even talking about? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Something big just dropped today, and the entire Shiba Inu community is shaken. No one saw this coming. The US government has just made a move that stunned everyone. And yes, it's going to impact the entire Shiba Inu ecosystem and its price in a major way. Now, here's the crazy part. According to one analyst, this could actually be the sign we've all been waiting for. The signal that Shiba Inu is back. Back on the radar, back on track. And maybe, just maybe, this is the early spark that could lead us closer to that 1 cent dream everyone's been talking about for years. Now you might be thinking, okay, that's huge, but has it already hit the chart? Well, let's take a look. One analyst recently broke it down. Right now, Shiba Inu is holding its ground near a crucial support level. It's been moving sideways for a while, but it looks like we might be seeing the bottom form. This could actually be the quiet before the storm. The indicators are starting to flip. Momentum is building. Some of the major moving averages are flattening out, and if they cross over, that's typically a signal that the tide is turning bullish. Even the RSI is starting to curl upward, showing that buyers are slowly but surely stepping in. But this isn't just about charts. It's also about what's happening behind the scenes. Shiba Inu isn't the same meme coin it was 2 years ago. This ecosystem is growing. Shibarium is getting stronger, shibaswap is becoming more active, and the metaverse side of things is still under development. That's actual use case, real functionality. And let's not forget, the burn is still ongoing. Supply is being chipped away little by little, setting the stage for future scarcity. So what does all this mean? It means we're sitting on a major opportunity. The support is strong, the fundamentals are evolving. And the community? One of the strongest and loudest in crypto. All it takes is one spark, one piece of momentum, and this whole thing can take off fast. So yeah, it's looking like something big might actually be on the horizon. The chart is whispering it. The fundamentals are screaming it. And with this surprise move by the US government, it's clear that the story of Shiba Inu is far from over. So what just happened? The US House of Representatives has just confirmed that the long-awaited crypto market structure bill, yes, the one we've been talking about for months, is officially heading to the floor this coming week. That's right. It's not just being discussed in some back room or delayed again. It's happening, and it's happening now. This is historic. We're talking about the kind of regulation that could completely reshape how crypto is viewed and handled in the United States, the biggest financial powerhouse in the world. This bill aims to give clarity to what's legal, what's protected, and what's coming next for digital assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and yes, Shiba Inu. So why does this matter for Shiba Inu? Because one of the biggest things holding back crypto, especially altcoins like Shiba Inu, has always been uncertainty. People have been scared. Scared of regulation, scared of lawsuits, scared that the SEC might come after their favorite token. And that fear? That's what keeps big money, real institutional capital, on the sidelines. But once this bill passes, it changes everything. It would finally separate commodities from securities. It would define which ones fall under SEC oversight. That clarity opens the door for exchanges to confidently list altcoins, for hedge funds to start allocating real capital, and for developers to build without fear of being shut down. Now here's where it gets exciting for Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu has always been underestimated. People called it a joke, a meme. But behind the scenes, it's evolving, hard. Shibarium is bringing real infrastructure. Shibaswap is giving it utility. The burn mechanism is constantly shrinking the supply. The devs are building a metaverse. And the community? Still massive. Still loud. Still passionate. Now imagine what happens when institutional investors no longer have to guess if it's safe to hold Shiba Inu. Imagine Coinbase, Robinhood, Binance US, and every other platform now being able to market, promote, and build with full confidence that the government has drawn the line and said, you're good to go. That's not just a green light. That's a launch code. The moment this bill becomes law, the psychological shackles come off. Retail investors will jump in. Institutions will follow. Media headlines will explode. The hype train will fire back up. Only this time, it'll be fueled by clarity, legitimacy, and infrastructure. That's how Shiba Inu's price could skyrocket faster than anyone ever predicted. Not just because of hype, but because for the first time in crypto history, the US government is laying down a path forward, and Shiba Inu is perfectly positioned to take advantage of it. And here's the crazy part. We can actually see the hype building right now in Shiba Inu. It's not just talk anymore, it's happening in real time. Today, July 14th, the entire crypto market just hit a brand new all-time high, a jaw-dropping 3.81 trillion. That alone is historic. But here's where it gets wild. This milestone came right after Bitcoin absolutely exploded, smashing past the $123,000 mark. And as usual, when Bitcoin flies, the rest of the market lights up too. Altcoins are moving fast, and leading the charge is none other than Shiba Inu. This is not just a lucky pump. The entire Shiba Inu ecosystem is heating up. We're not just talking about Shiba Inu. All four major tokens in the ecosystem have posted solid gains. That means investors aren't just betting on the token, they're buying into the whole future of the Shiba Inu project. And Shiba Inu, the flagship, is making noise again. It just surged over 4% in the last 24 hours alone. It pushed its market cap back above $8 billion. That's huge. And right now it's sitting comfortably in the top 20 cryptos in the world. Weekly gains? Up over 16%. But this next part might be the biggest reason everyone's watching. It's not just hype driven by the market. It's what's coming next that has everyone talking. Satoshi Kusama, the lead dev of Shiba Inu, recently teased something huge. He's calling this month Jewel AI. And no, that's not just a cool name. It's a signal. He's hinted at multiple announcements this month that will revolve around artificial intelligence. We're talking about AI-powered tools, integrations, and brand new directions for the entire Shiba Inu project. He flat out said this won't be just another month. This July is meant to be a turning point. And if you look at the price, the volume, and the attention right now, it's already starting to feel like one. Shiba Inu isn't just riding the market wave. It's carving out its own lane, pushing into tech, and showing it's not just a meme anymore. It's transforming into a full-on ecosystem with DeFi, AI, a metaverse, a custom blockchain, and a burn strategy all working in sync. So while the market is hot and money is flowing in, Shiba Inu is standing out, not just for its past, but for its future. And that's why this momentum feels different. Because this time, it's not just hype. It's hype backed by tech, updates, vision, and a whole lot of people who aren't just speculating anymore. They're believing. And here's the most exciting part. One analyst just revealed that the altcoin season index is now at its highest level since February. That's a big deal. Because when this index spikes, it means Bitcoin dominance is fading, and altcoins like Shiba Inu are finally getting their moment to shine. This is when serious money starts rotating into projects with real ecosystems and strong communities. And Shiba Inu is right at the center of that. Shiba Inu is climbing, and the hype around Jewel AI is growing fast. Now add this to everything else. The market just hit an all-time high, Bitcoin is soaring, the US crypto bill is about to be voted on, and now altcoin season is heating up? That's not just a bullish sign, it's a perfect setup. All the signals are aligning. The chart, the fundamentals, the timing. Shiba Inu isn't just participating, it's leading. And if this truly is the start of altcoin season, Shiba Inu could be one of the first to break out in a massive way. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see. Robinhood is setting Shiba Inu for some crazy gains. This is not a joke. We are expecting some major price action, and it all has already begun. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. The Shiba Inu dev team is involved in some wild events that are coming this week. But what is really going on? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. This is a huge moment for Shiba Inu. Just yesterday, ShibaBurn, our go-to tracker for Shiba Inu burns, revealed an enormous burn event where a whopping 5.58 billion Shiba Inu tokens, worth over $100,000, were permanently wiped out in a single transaction. At a time when Shiba Inu's circulating supply directly impacts its potential price growth, a move like this is monumental. Now, the big question is, who initiated this burn? At first, as Shiba Inu's community was buzzing with theories, speculation was leaning toward Binance. Prominent community voices like Lola believe Binance played a role here, pointing to evidence that Binance funded the wallet used in the burn. This transaction has naturally sparked a wave of excitement, with Shiba Inu's marketing lead, Lucy, sharing her surprise at the scale of the burn. It's clear that even the Shiba Inu team is closely watching these developments. As the community looks for answers, what's undeniable is the significance of this burn. It's a boost to Shiba Inu's scarcity, which could eventually play a key role in driving up its value. But then, it turned out that there's someone else behind this burn. The burn was actually initiated by the team behind a newly launched cat-themed meme coin. The team confirmed this in an X post published 2 minutes after the burn. But one of the Shiba Inu's X accounts made an urgent announcement to stay cautious. As they say, some projects use these big burns to pull in the Shiba army with pre-sales or low-quality tokens. This isn't the first time, and it won't be the last. While a $100,000 burn sounds impressive, it can be a quick attention play. Before jumping in, make sure to look at the full picture. But nevertheless, this unexpected burn is building more confidence and excitement around Shiba Inu's potential for growth. However, looking at the current price chart, we're seeing a surprising turn. Shiba Inu's price has taken a bit of a dip. What's happening here? Well, as Bitcoin recently soared past the $70,000 mark, the entire crypto market got a confidence boost, and Shiba Inu was no exception. Shiba Inu started showing real strength, riding the wave of optimism sparked by Bitcoin's rise, which pushed various altcoins into promising positions. For Shiba Inu, the anticipation of a golden cross, a major bullish signal, had investors excited for what could be a long-term upward trend. But here's where things took a twist. Bitcoin's struggle to maintain its position above $70,000 impacted Shiba Inu's momentum, delaying that golden cross confirmation and stalling its potential rally. This price dip, while disappointing for now, reflects the broader market's hesitation as Bitcoin flirts with its all-time highs, but fails to stay there. For Shiba Inu to truly capitalize on a golden cross and continue its bullish trend, Bitcoin needs to stabilize and ideally push beyond $70,000 again, which would help restore investor confidence across the board. If that happens, Shiba Inu could see renewed buying interest, likely putting it in a stronger position to break its next resistance level at 402. However, a dip below the critical support level could shift sentiment further bearish, signaling a possible correction before another attempt at growth. Right now, Shiba Inu faces two clear indicators of potential trouble. First, the price action itself. Shiba Inu slipped 4% yesterday, dipping below the key 200-day moving average on the daily chart. And while Shiba Inu has tried for nearly 20 hours to break back above this level, it hasn't succeeded, hinting that selling pressure is still strong. If bears keep overpowering bulls, Shiba Inu could see a further decline, with even lower potential if support remains weak. The second red flag? The behavior of large holders. In the last 48 hours, significant Shiba Inu wallets, those holding 0.1% or more of the circulating supply, have seen a negative flow of around 800 billion Shiba Inu. This activity from major holders is a classic sign of selling pressure, likely as they decide to exit at strong resistance levels rather than risk a deeper price drop. This behavior underscores that, despite recent excitement, some of the biggest players are still cautious, preferring to sell and observe rather than holding on with hopes of a breakout. For Shiba Inu, these developments mean it's a pivotal moment. A drop below these key support levels could signal more turbulence ahead. But if market confidence recovers and large holders re-enter, Shiba Inu might stabilize. So while the road forward may look a bit bumpy, it's in these high-stakes moments that we often see the community's resilience shine through, shaping Shiba Inu's path ahead. However, in moments like these, Lucy steps in with an essential reminder, cautioning everyone, especially those new to the market, to remember the fundamentals. Her message is simple, but powerful. Crypto investments are high risk, and it's crucial only to invest what you can afford to lose. She's essentially saying, be an investor, not a gambler, reminding everyone to approach this market with patience and a long-term perspective. And Lucy's message couldn't come at a better time. For Shiba Inu and crypto as a whole, a patient, cautious approach often wins in the long run. So don't let today's price drop shake you. This could easily be just a temporary dip, especially with some exciting things on the horizon for Shiba Inu. SBI VC Trade, a Japanese crypto exchange, is rolling out a couple of unique events featuring Shiba Inu-themed tokens, both Shiba Inu and Doge, to celebrate Japan's Dog Day. This week-long campaign involves a social media contest and a trading competition, with prizes aimed at encouraging participation in the Shiba Inu ecosystem. The Doggy Contest, for instance, is a fun, accessible social media challenge where participants can share AI-generated images to win Amazon gift vouchers. Meanwhile, the Doggy Race offers a trading incentive for those actively involved in buying Shiba Inu on the exchange, providing a lottery chance for participants to earn additional Shiba Inu tokens. The fact that SBI VC Trade is backing Shiba Inu with not just giveaways, but also by facilitating a steady demand through this trading contest shows their ongoing support for Shiba Inu. This isn't just a random event. SBI VC Trade has been invested in promoting Shiba Inu, from previous campaigns celebrating Kabosu-chan's birthday to allowing users to earn passive income with a Shiba Inu lending program. With this kind of support, Shiba Inu is far from being just another meme coin. It's actively making strides in the crypto world, transitioning from its initial meme status to becoming a utility token. The current price might not reflect these recent developments yet, but with increased exposure and utility, Shiba Inu could see steady demand over time. SBI's support sends a message of confidence, which may attract more investors and help Shiba Inu build momentum, even if today's market prices suggest otherwise. And speaking of exchanges, Shiba Inu has just received an unexpected nod from Robinhood today. This is always a promising sign, especially considering that exchanges generally don't highlight tokens randomly. They often feature tokens they have plans for, which may be speculative, but definitely worth noting. Robinhood recently published an overview of the top meme coins and their origins, putting particular focus on Shiba Inu and Dogecoin. But it was Robinhood's focus on Shiba Inu that stood out. They praised Shiba Inu's evolution from a community-driven meme coin launched in 2020 into a substantial project with unique offerings, like the shibaswap. Robinhood emphasized Shiba Inu's significance in reviving interest in meme coins and reshaping the perception of them as more than just fleeting tokens. By mentioning that Shiba Inu set a new precedent for meme coins, Robinhood effectively acknowledged its transformative impact on the meme coin landscape. And after all these upcoming developments, Shiba Inu's future price looks pretty bright. Just after the Robinhood update, an analyst has identified a bullish flag on Shiba Inu's 3-day chart, indicating the potential for a breakout above key resistance levels. Clifton X, a well-regarded crypto analyst, shared insights with his followers on X, presenting a chart that shows a bullish flag formation. The projected move, marked by a green zone on the chart, indicates that Shiba Inu could potentially rise a lot, representing an approximate 89% increase from its current level. This pattern, characterized by a descending channel with parallel trend lines, has established clear resistance and support levels for Shiba Inu. As the price hovers near the upper boundary, it suggests a potential test of resistance. This analysis gains even more significance amid ongoing conversations in the Shiba Inu community about its future and recognition in the crypto space. But what is your opinion on that? Let us hear your thoughts in the comments. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Shiba Inu update might make you lose money, so don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.